shit. It's fine, everyone has to see. And he's dead. Tyron is dead. Yes. Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Yes! Ah! Finally! Finally. Good job. Whew. Whew. Well, I feel better for that. I'm assuming he's not dead, because that would be too easy.
Are you all right? Xenos.
Yeah, definitely not dead. Oh good, he's actually hurt.
The hunter has indeed become the hunted. And yet, there is only joy. Transcendent joy that I have never known. How invigorating, how pure this feeling.
Please can we just kill him? Maybe
Is that what this was all about? All the meaningless death and destruction, so you could feel something?
Yes. Haven't you been paying attention, Lise?
Meaningless. Men die that others may live. Those who survive are stronger for it. Not that you could ever understand. To have stood upon this great stage of fools. To have played my part to perfection. Oh, this moment. Let it be enshrined in eternity. My heart beating out of time. So clear, so vivid, so real. So real.
Oh.
Coward!
Stop!
Why would you try and stop him?
Farewell, my first friend. My enemy.
Where is he?
He did.
He's dead. By his own hand.
Then justice has been done.
Can we make sure that he's dead, please?
No. There's no justice in that rabid animal's end.
Liberty or death. That so many should be forced to take up this creed to defeat such madness.
We won. Forget him. The living have need of us now.
Yes.
Stand tall, Lys. Now is the time to raise a cheer for all who fought for freedom. A cheer loud enough to carry to the highest heavens.
Yeah, you need to celebrate.
You're right.
Of course we are.
Thank you. Without you... well, you know. So let's do it together. For Alamigo!
Ooh, yeah. I still think we should, like, keep an eye on Xenos, though. Hello, NPC squad, whose names I can never remember. Ba-ba. We win. Slow walking. I really do think somebody should, like, wrap his body up in some kind of magic or something. Also, where is Yustola? Hi guys. Group hug. Ooh, cloth physics. Ooh, and lip syncing. Kinda.
In crimson it began, and in crimson it ended. And then we were free.
But yet.
But what is freedom, really?
I hope it didn't turn out like Xenos is like a clone or something. That'd be annoying.
We may be free to live, to love, to grow old, to have dreams and desires, and to strive for them. But in the end, we're defined by the legacy our forefathers bequeathed to us. Even Xenos was once a baby in the cradle, innocent and pure. He was made into a creature that lived only for death, not born one.
So they're trying to
20
figure out how he
years of
did that.
Imperial rule have left Ala Mhigo torn and bleeding. It won't be easy to heal a generation's worth of wounds, to bridge the gap. But I won't give up, Papalimo. I won't.
Oh. No, Gesetsu.
Because I remember the price of freedom. I remember the smoke, and the ashes, and the blood. I remember the screams, and the silence. And I'll do whatever it takes to honor their sacrifice, to build a home
He had some fun.
for us all. I promise you.
Hello. Wave.
This is the end.
Don't think so.
The end of the Imperial province of Ala Mhigo, and the rebirth of Ala Mhigo, the free nation. Long may she endure.
Something tells me Golemwald's going to have something to say about that. Ishtola, where did you go? I think I've been saying that for the last like 5 hours of story. Mind you, she did get royally hurt. Tansui. Who are these people? Cavalian. The Japanese voice actor for Issa is just called Ken in capital letters. Oh, Method, you did. Rip. Hancock still makes me think of the film with Will Smith. Actually, quite a lot of people died in this storyline. And I remember And a lot of people died at the end of Heavensward. But apart from What's-Her-Face, Isael, not that many people died during the actual main story quest, I don't think. I'll have to go back and check. It's been a long time since I did the main story of Heavensward. Obviously a horse but spoilers. Yes, I think we definitely got, people definitely got their asses kicked more in this one than they did in the previous expansion. Speaking of, oh, Hancock. I wish there was something they could do about this kind of tunnel robe sleeve thing. Yeah, as I've been saying throughout, in terms of aesthetic, the look, etc., of the zones and the outfits, everything in FF14 is still really well done. The problem is the texture quality and I think the lighting to go with it. It's just fallen a bit behind now. I mean, obviously it's not going to be as spectacular as something really kind of fresh and modern like, I don't know, Blade and Soul or whatever, which has got its own technical problems. I seem to recall the frame rate tanks when you're around grass or something on Blade and Soul. I remember reading or hearing. I've not played it myself. I mean, FF14 is certainly stable, you know, even streaming. But yeah, see, these guys, the Kaijin, you know, no moving mouths, can't really tell what's armour, what's body parts. I don't know whether they just couldn't find a way of animating them, or I don't know. Anyway, it sounds like I'm ripping on it. I've got a lot of positive things to say about this expansion. The storyline is, for the most part, excellent. There's been very little in the way of bad, what I would consider bad writing. And the characters were very well fleshed out, I thought. You know, Yutsuo had her backstory quite well fleshed out. Xenos was kind of sinister and creepy and arrogant and, yeah, a good villain, I think, right from the start. And then the odd little flashes of insanity that he was getting as the story went on. The primal fights, Susanna and Lakshmi, were fun. Not particularly difficult on the normal modes. I imagine the extreme modes are going to be ugh. As long as they don't make them mandatory, because I didn't do most of the primal fights. In fact, I've done very few of the extreme primal fights all the way throughout the game. It's just not something that interests me. 2 new classes. Red Mage is very entertaining. I really want to like it more than I like Samurai, because I don't. Well, I've got Summoner leveled, but I've only got Summoner leveled because I've got Scholar leveled, and Black Mage I just can't really get into properly. So I'd really like a ranged caster to fill out one of each kind of role. So Red Mage, Samurai for melee DPS, because that's very much my style of thing compared to like Monk or Dragoon. I did try Ninja and I preferred Ninja in Heavensward to the other melee, but not enough to actually play it till end game. I think the big question really for me moving forward in terms of what classes to level is the healers, because everything that I'm reading tells me that Scholar is the bottom of the healer classes, and Astro is really overpowered. But that being said, everybody's telling me that that Dark Knight is really nerfed compared to what it was, and that Paladin reigns supreme. I've not really encountered any massive problems with Dark Knight. I do need to go and work on my key bindings though, because the Black Blood abilities, Delirium and Bloodspiller and Quietus, I need to be able to actually hit with keys rather than clicking. They're not in a good place. Same goes for Living Dead. Actually, that needs to become an ability that I keybind. Trouble is, I use a Razer Naga mouse, so I've got 12 keys on the side, and my left keys on my hotbars, my left hotbar, the 1 to 12, that's just normal, and then I use Control 1 to 12 for the other side. And I suppose I could do, Alt 1 through 12 for the next one. But that increases the visual clutter, and actually I've got Alt 1, 2, 3, 4 set to what they're called, enemy markers. Enemy marks 1, 2, 3 and 4. Not that anybody really pays attention to those properly, but yeah, the enemy signs I find really useful as a tank. But there does seem to be a trend, and there has been a trend all the way through Heavensward really, of people just ignoring the piss out of those and doing whatever they want. Hien, I liked Hien's story. It showed personal growth, and more importantly, it was a well-written story. He came up with good plans. I liked his personality and how that came through in the plans that he came up with. Conrad, his demise was well done. I don't think I felt bad for him dying, but I didn't feel as in touch with him as a character, because I don't think he got quite as much time. It was possibly because we saw a lot of him right at the start of the expansion, and then we went and did all the Doma stuff, and we only came back in the last 2-3 levels, and that was enough time to forget him, because he didn't make as much of a first impression. In fact, I kind of say that for all of the Alamegan characters. Obviously Raban, we remember because Raban and Pippin, because we've been working with them for like 3 expansions now. Which reminds me, I must go and look up Pippin's story, because I've forgotten why he's Raban's son. I'm sure it's an adoption thing, but I vaguely remember there was more of a story to it, and I can't remember what it is. I'd really like an explanation of why Kryler's wearing that outfit as well. I was hoping for, I think it's a he, yeah it is he. I was hoping for a little bit more of this guy, to the extent that I can't actually even remember his name. I know he's the kind of chief researcher, and I know he's the second boss of the Alamigo instance, but that fight didn't really last very long from what I remember, so it wasn't very memorable. That being said, I'm sure I will do it a few more times yet, because it does drop by level 300 loot, and I need some of that stuff. But the next step is going to be finding out what the expert dungeons are, because I've deliberately avoided reading anything about those. I'm literally just learning stuff as I go. I hope Estinian and Alpha now get to meet up at some point, so they can have a brief chat about how fucking annoying Alphino is. I was really impressed with Alizé in this expansion, because I never did the Binding Coil, so I don't know a whole lot about Alizé. I've watched the cutscenes, but that's not quite the same as I've watched the cutscenes on YouTube, but that's not the same as actually playing through. Crazy eyes. Yeah, Xenos was a good villain. Not quite like Kefka in the saying. Kefka remains my favourite Final Fantasy villain because he's the only one that succeeds. He destroys the bloody world like 2/3 of the way through the game. But yeah, Xenos was a very entertaining villain. But I'm not sure if he's gone. I have the suspicion that we have not seen the last of Xenos EA Galvus. In fact, I've got to admit, now I've played through the story with Xenos, I kinda wish I'd got the statue of him from the collector's edition, because I've got the dragon one from Heavensward, but I didn't. The Stormblood collector's edition is quite expensive, and I didn't feel like I could justify that outlay just for the statue. But he's kind of cool. That being said, regardless of the cool factor, I think if I'd actually paid the whatever it was, I don't actually know what the British price was. I know the American price was like $200 or something, so maybe 150, 160 quid. I would probably be regretting it, even with the art book or whatever it is that you get. I do like my art books. Looking forward to the Stormblood one. Actually, I'm sure there will be one. But we shall have to see. These credits go on for a while. Fortunately, I've got a lot to say. So yeah, I'm assuming that tombstones and stuff are now going to, the vendors are now going to open up. There will be some post-credits, like story bits and pieces to finish off, which will then lead us into the next patch, which will be what, 4.1? There might be like little interim patches, but 4.1 will be our next story patch, I would imagine. So it's got to set that up, because as it is, we've got a substantial amount of resolution there. And it wouldn't be a Final Fantasy game if there wasn't some kind of major conflict looming. The question is it going to be the Empire responding, or is it going to be the, what they're called? Not the Zealot, they're FF11, the Asians, because they're not done for yet. They're still trying to bring back Zodiac, I think, unless I've missed a storyline, but I don't think that one's over. Do 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 do. Bum ba da dum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum ba da dum bum bum ba da dum ba da dum. I know a lot of people skip credits. I'm not generally one of them. I know. I assume you can skip these because you can pretty much always, but it gives me time to digest my thoughts. And sometimes they put little pictures or snippets of information in, or what have you. I don't want to skip through those. Pull to win. I do wish my footstool wasn't as creaky. I hope the mic doesn't pick that up. It shouldn't do because it's directional, but... What else can we say about Stormblood? We've got Omega coming soon. Still haven't done Alexander. I did the first 2 parts of Alexander, and by the first 2 parts I literally mean the first 2 individual instances, not like the first 2 modes. And I think this, so it's like the first two bosses, I suppose. I should probably go and finish that at some point because it's all unsinkable now. I think pretty much everything in Heavensward you can unsync at 70. And of course I haven't done the binding coil either. But one of my favourite things to do, I've got to admit, in MMOs is go back to really old content and work my way through it, either solo or unsynced. Because I'm not a hardcore raider. I raided in World of Warcraft all the way up through Wrath of the Lich King, and yeah, it just burned me out. It was organisation, and I'm a bit too selfish of a gamer to really want to commit to a schedule when I've got other things that I could be doing. You know, I'm a teacher, so sometimes that has to take priority, and I can't just set time aside to raid if I've got 30 or 50, as is going to be the case in a couple of weeks, Year 7 reports to write, or as is also going to be the case, 50 Year 7 exams to mark. Except it's not actually going to be 50, it's going to be 100, because I've got 50 kids, but they've got 2 exam papers to do. So they've got the reading paper on Monday, they've got the writing paper on Wednesday, and I am totally looking forward to marking those. I'm lying so hard. I've got to write the reports after that, but I've got a reasonable idea of what I'm going to say on those anyway. So yeah, I needed to get this story sorted and out of the way before I have to cut back a little bit. Plus, I've got the Necromancer in Diablo 3 coming out next Tuesday. So I will be streaming my first steps with that. I didn't get into the beta, so while I know quite a lot about the Necromancer because I've basically watched everybody playing it for like 3 months, 4 months, or whatever the beta was, I never got the chance to play it myself. So I will be I'll be doing a 25 movement speed Paragon run on that. No XP bonuses, no Genovese weapons or anything like that. I'll just be going from the start and taking it slow and exploring and trying out everything, and completely ignoring all the build guides and stuff, because I think it's very, very easy to fall into a trap with that game with builds. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta remember that you can have fun without trying to push super high greater rifts or something. Because I never really go over 75 anyway. At some point I'm also going to have to put my pop filter on this microphone just to stop the occasional spikes as I breathe. But in order to do that I need to reinforce the stand a little bit more, because the pop stand's quite heavy and the microphone stand feels like it's going to fall over if I don't shore it up in some way. So I need to sort that out. Man, these credits are going on for ages. Another thing that I'm looking forward to finding out, Cornflakes Co. They did some of the CGI. One thing I'm hoping they do later on in the patch in Heavensward is give us a little bit more of the Zayla, the Dothal and the Orkir, whatever they were called, the two tribes, because their two leaders totally need to get it on. There's enough setup, I think, of story there for that to be what it's hinting at, the direction that it's hinting at going. But undoubtedly there's going to be issues on the steps at some point, just like there's going to be issues everywhere else that we're going to have to go and sort out. And I am fine with that. That's what I play these games for. That and the really cool dungeons. I am just about ready for these credits to end now. They have been going on for 10 minutes or so. Credits to these guys, they're musicians. There have been some astounding pieces of music actually in this. The Steps theme in particular was good. I think that's probably the most memorable. It's a Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy games always have great music. It's a very interesting dungeon themes as well. They have a tendency to go for the slightly unexpected. I mean, was it the Alamigo dungeon, or was it the one before that? The theme for that was different to what I had expected. And I must go and read a guide for the second boss in what's it called? The level 65 dungeon, the trial. Bardam's Metal? Because I still have no clue how that works. I did see a Reddit post on it yesterday, and it didn't explain how it worked. It was more kind of trash talking people that screwed it up, people like me, or were complimenting the actual design of it. And I think it's a really cool fight. I just don't get how it works. So I need to watch a video and slow it down a bit. The reason I like FF14 over something like WoW or whatever is because I'm not old. I'm 36. But I like a slightly slower pace in my dungeons, in my combat. And yeah, the mechanics in that fight were... It's not like they're super duper twitch reactions, but you don't get a whole lot of chance to practice them. And of course, by the time you finish the dungeon, then gone back in or done some story and then gone back in, you've forgotten the bits that you've done anyway. But speaking of mechanics, that final boss, I got so salty with that. And I know that's really unfair because a lot of people will have been coming in. I mean, it took what, 7 or 8, maybe even 9. I've lost count. 9 groups worth over about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours maybe tops. That's us. Yeah, 4+ hours, maybe close to 5. I'm not sure. I did a good chunk of stuff off stream because I didn't want to record like hours and hours of just me swearing into a microphone at people. It was a really well designed fight. I think it was challenging and it required people to step up their game and pay attention in a way that not many of the dungeons did. I mean, that fight in Bardam's Metal asked you to pay attention, but I wasn't very good at that. Ooh, here we go. What's going to happen next? I knew it. Ah.
Well, well, well. What a fine mess we've made.
Oh. Oh, we had the eyes.
All but spent feeding that primal, eh? Well, you won't be making any mischief with that amount of ether. Still, better safe than sorry.
That's why he was so powerful. I feel like I should know that.
There. There ends your hateful legacy.
I had wondered why Estinian was hanging around. Now I know. I'm sure there must have been a cutscene to do with that at some point. I feel a little bit dumb now. Ah, the Emperor. With his awesome shoulder pads. Oh, could we not have got voice acting for this? What nonsense. Oh. Oh. Monsters are not made for thrones. Compression. Well, that's just mean. What a tease. What a tease you are, FF14. Awesome, that's got me excited. Lys, we did it! We liberated Alamigo. I don't know what to say. I didn't even know how to feel about it all. Relief, pride, hope. Papalimole. You are indeed the real hero. You are. I am. Run along and take your plaudits. Hi guys. It has been a wonderful day. Not just one primal. Well, primal and a bloody big ass dragon. Yes, that would have been embarrassing. Hey chaps, Whisker. Thancred. You must forgive us if we call you hero when you accomplish heroic feats. Ooh. Yeah, enjoy it. Oh, guys. I like how they all turn to us. That's a nice little bit of scripting. Yeah, the lack of Vistolo is odd. Yep. I suppose we'll have to add Liberator to your titles. I'm assuming I'm going to get that as an actual title. The occupation is officially ended. Yes, what government would they actually like? Nice, democracy. Ooh, let's check in with you two. Hey, clapping. Yes, Garlemald will certainly not rejoice. Oh, see, I must have missed this. I don't... Yeah, I feel a bit dumb, because if Emmerich knows that this is what happens, then it must have been in a cutscene or something that I've forgotten. I might have to nip back to the the unending journey and take a look through the last few scenes of Heavensward. That's everybody. Back to Valga's Reach. She's going to have to leave, isn't she? To lead us, to lead Alamigo, maybe? Let's see. Stormblood complete.
We've been through a lot together, haven't we? I can't thank you enough. There's something I need to say to you all. That is, if you have a moment.
Hey, there she is.
Good. You're all here. Good. Good. Thank you doesn't really suffice, does it? I'm grateful. Truly grateful from the bottom of my heart. But I know you didn't fight so hard just to hear me or anyone else say that. You fought because you wanted to help, because you believed it was right. Because you're scions. Now, I'm obviously a scion, but as Conrad left me in charge of things here, I also have responsibilities to Alamigo. When I put it like that, though, I realized I couldn't even pretend to be impartial anymore. So it seemed best to make it official.
She's leaving.
As long as I serve Alamigo, I can't be a scion. It might be selfish and short-sighted, but that's my decision.
That makes sense. I wouldn't say it's selfish. Don't think anybody's either surprised either.
Am I to understand that you summoned us all, some of us still nursing wounds, to hear this?
Oh, I didn't,
Forgive me, Lise. 'Twas but a jest. But this I say with the utmost sincerity. Scion or no, we are comrades, now and ever after. Is that not so?
Certainly is. Nod.
There you have it. Come what may, you may count on us in your hour of need. We shall never refuse you.
Stola. Oh, gods. I swore I wouldn't cry.
Oh. Group hug. Oh. That's a big fish. Is that Gasetsu?
Come back here, you
Little
slippery
bastard.
devil.
He's not dead.
To think fishing could be so difficult.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
What greater proof of a man's lingering mortality than an empty belly? A fate worse than death. Fie on it. To have arrived at the appointed place and time only to survive by mere force of habit. Truly, the Kami are not finished with us yet. Oh, capricious fortune. How you test me with this wretched soul.
Good you moaning. Oh, and you rescued her as well, and we're stuck on an island. Yeah, of course we are. Dragged out to sea. Well, that's made me smile. Oh, and Omega. Oh, is that what caused the something crashing through the mountain? Well, Shinryu's gone. It's never easy, Sid. You know us so well, Jesse. What are Biggs and Wedge doing in the background? Oh no. It's not going to be... Oh, you did, didn't you? Keep you honest. At least he's found some new clothes. Nice glasses. Oh god. He looks more and more like David Caruso. How could this possibly go wrong? Ah. Is he wearing sunglasses? Oh dear. So fell the hunter, but what of the hound? Mount speeds. Right. So now Lise is here. Okay, isn't there still a dungeon here? So I assume this is one of the expert dungeons then. Right, we've got some unlocks. Let's go do those. I'm still assuming that this is where Rowena and Co will be. Right. Ortwin, what you got? Ortwin has been thinking a lot about the Temple of the Fist lately, so this is the dungeon unlock. Ah, Demagen, just the woman I was looking for. Used to be a pilgrimage site. Top the mountain lies the remnants of the Temple of the Fist. It was filled with monks. Somebody's gone to explore the ruins. Marjorie. Marjorie? Okay. And you. Here at the Resistance. There is a great and wise man, a veteran of countless battles, who waits for you outside of Elga's reach. Go to him and he will unfold all. Okay. I'm stuck on a road. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Main scenario quest to be continued. I can probably turn that off in the HUD, can't I? It's not that one. UI settings, HUD. Hide when all quests complete. That's a good option. Hi, fellow Dark Knight. Marjorie. Oh, hello. I like your outfit. Are you also interested in exploring the Temple of the Fist? I guess so. Thought you'd pay a visit to the holy site. This man will not let you pass. It is filled with all kinds of traps and obstacles that cannot be overcome by just anybody. Monk of Legend. I certainly do. Yes, I actually have leveled Monk. I assume it doesn't say that if you haven't leveled Monk to 50 or so, or unlocked it. Go on then. Right, so that's unlocked. Is there a... Ooh, let's clear that. I don't want to go back in there unless I absolutely have to. Right, Temple of the Fist, item level 280, which we meet. And it's not item level synced, which is nice. I assume that will clear after we've done the dungeon. Where am I going? The peaks. Oh no, the fringes. White Hill. Ooh, actually, while I'm here, I just wanted to check the clan stuff. He's so cute. Right, level 6 materia. Right, that's not what I want. No. I thought there was something about... increasing your mount speed. Ah! The tombstone exchanges are here. Verity. Let's see what this stuff looks like. Alamegan Guillotine. Yeah, it's alright looking. Headgear of Fending. Coat of Fending. No, that looks alright as well. Fingerless Gloves of Fending. How defensive. Bottoms of Fending. Can't even see them. And Caligay. That's an alright look. Got 150. Right, what do we need? They're not actually that expensive either. Which is kind of cool. Primal Gear Exchange. Hingen Barding. So we need clan mark logs for that. Striking Dummy. These are the fox ear things that you can get. There's apparently a Fate. And that's from the Ixion quest. Primal's give accessories. Susanna gives... Ooh! That's kinda nifty. What's the red mage one look like? Huh. Revels. Anyway. Back to what we were doing. No particular preference which I go to. Oh, every time. It's you. The Circle of Answering. Oh, this is the new Stone Sky Sea thing. The training dummies. It's free. Right, so that's that unlocked. I suppose I could go and do that duty. But first, a sandwich. Back in a sec. Right. I think... I didn't realise I left the microphone on. I think that will do. The other option I've got is to move these marks over here onto this hotbar so I could have out 1, 2, 3, 4 set out better, but I don't think they really need to be there. Try it like that. It might work, it might be terrible. So I've got actually, let's move Soul Survivor over here so I can just Dark Arts into Blood Spiller. Basically, anything I want to Dark Arts into, I don't really want to have to switch between Control and Alt to do it. So Delirium doesn't do anything with Dark Arts, so that will be fine as it is. So that can go there. Dark Passenger does, but I hardly ever use it. Quietus does. So realistically, that might throw me for a little while, but I only use it every 45 seconds. Alright, now I can Living Dead whenever I want. Delirium for extra. Put that on the same button as Blood Price. Right, is there anything I'm missing? No, I think that will... Right, let's give this a go. And if it doesn't work, I can mess about with it some more as we go. Temple of the Fist. Ugh. Moths. Girls. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Ooh, music. Ha! Marjorie's over there. They're gonna run away, yeah. Do, 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 do. More buttons to press. It's going to take some getting used to. I need to check. Oh, look. I need to change all my muscle memory. I think what I should do actually is just play it as I have been. Don't seem to get as much MP back as I did last level. Right. Kill 30. I'm assuming this guy's going to have a blaster attack. Yeah. Oh shit. Ah! I was not expecting two of them. Basic instinct. Right. Okay, that was kind of cool. New belt, sweet. Needed that. I still read that as ass hat. Oh, I almost went off there. Oh god, we're all the way up to the top. Traps. A dancing bear. And a load of goblins. Clearly they did not like the dancing. I'm assuming some of these are going to come to life here. I can see why they've bumped up the enmity on stuff. Wasn't an issue at all while leveling, but it certainly seems to be now. This guy looks fun. Fore and aft. It's front and back. Oh, so I definitely do need to move out of the way of that. It doesn't give you a lot of time. Tapas. This guy loves vulnerability stacks. Port and starboard is left and right. Right, okay, I've got a reasonable idea of how that works. Disciples of War and Magic may venture inside. Hi, monks. The overwhelming sense of dread is gone. This way. Oh, more ghostly. Can't have that because I've already got one. think it may be more beneficial to use Quietus with Dark Arts, but sometimes I'm not just going to have the MP for it, so use it regardless on AoE pulls, maybe. Ooh, a big dark bubble. Oh. This guy looks oddly familiar. Ivan Curlfist. Ouch. Touch of slaughter. Ouch. Oh, it's one of these. Oh shit. I just need to go and check. Hello. I think we did. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, I need to go and check just how White Mage has actually been received, because I know there was a lot of flack about White Mage. Yeah. We win. That was a fun fight. I enjoyed that. That's a silly looking outfit. Well, that was fun. I need to move that because I accidentally hit it. And I might actually need to double up the locations of some things. But yeah, that was a fun dungeon, and not super long either, which is always nice. Or super punishing for that matter. I'm going to assume the other expert dungeon gets opened up by a quest in Kagani? Maybe? I don't know. Let's go finish. Yeah, it is this way. I hope Marjorie learnt something exciting. I assume she's going to play more of a role. Or maybe she's literally there for this dungeon. We met somebody, and we kicked his ass. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh. Okay. Okay. Surprised nod. The comedy music. Yes. I bet she gets really kick-ass or something. Okay, that's weird. Ooh, I got some grade 6 materia. I've also almost out of inventory space. Again! So it's possibly very much time to go and sort out that inventory space. But before I do that, just going to nip to Kagani and see if there's another unlock quest there. I suspect there may be, because there should be 2 expert dungeons. Ooh, this. Two unlocks. Oh no, not you. The Wandering Minstrel. If you have a Surio Extreme... Surio? What's his face? Oh, that guy that we just beat. Oh, I don't know. My brain's gone. Shinryu. That was it. Shinryu Extreme. He needs inspiration from us. Oh, this is who's going to unlock the extreme versions. Yeah, as expected. And this will unlock Cesano. Clipping. Even the Kojin who we beat up on the way. The Lord of the Revel. Yeah, that totally sounds like me. So much stormier. Cool. Right, got nothing else to offer you. There. Is there a multi-port down here? Yes, there is. Got all of this. Hey, Hothbert. I'd like to sell some items in my inventory. $9,000. It's over 9,000. Why are the elemental ones more? Don't understand that. I assume they must be used for something. 13k. Well, that clears them out. Strength 4. Strength 5 I'll keep. damage for Savage Might 6. Yeah. What's that actually do? Determination. Piety 3. Yeah, I can sell at cost. Battle Dance 4. 850. Battle Dance. Oh, Battle Dance is tenacity, isn't it? It used to be parry. Savage Might 5 is 5k. What does this stuff sell for? 2k. Look at that. Mummy's little mummy. Sweet. Parrot. Oops. I am a terrible undercutter. Quick arm 6. Hehehe. Quick tongue 5. 7. I don't even know what this is used for. Keep that. I'm not entirely sure why I haven't hung it on my wall, actually. Past the dead flooring, how much is that worth? Not a lot, we'll keep that. Not entirely sure why I've even got those. No point selling those on the auction house. How much is a stack of max potions? Not a lot. Right, have I... I've already used that one. How much is this worth? Not a lot. Should go and trade those in at some point. Right. I'll finish this. So that straight away. Right. sell that. Oh no, that would be an interesting outfit. Right. Now, where was that other unlocky thing? That was down here. King of the Castle. I'm in dire need of a capable adventurer. Unfortunately, I'm the only one available. Ah, gasp. So we've got to go in and rescue some hostages. Oh, have they captured Hancock? That'd be hilarious. Right. Down there. Ooh. Stuff going on there. Yeah. Right, so this is the back way into the palace. Castle, rather. Boom. Right. I do love these instant Q pops. Samurai armors. Random Bushido walking around. Red Mage Bard. Scholar? Yeah. Yeah, arguably I want to do as many of these as I can because of that bonus. Ah! Bitches. Keep losing hate to people. Either I need a better weapon, or I need to get good. I imagine it is the former, latter. Oh, hello. Definitely have to concentrate a bit more to get this AoE stuff sorted now. I actually moved that up here so I can see my MP a bit clearer. Hi! I should probably stop charging it like that. This fighter's got pads. Oh shit, that's fun. Ching. Oh, I see. You drag it to. Arguably, Blackest Night needs to be a mouse over macro so I can use it on other people. But something tells me that would be a terrible idea to actually. Oh shit. Sorry, that was me not paying attention. So these actual pads on the floor aren't pads, they're just decoration. Got one of those. Take one of those though, if nobody needs it. You move to Honmao. Is this another gauntlet-y thing? Yes. pass at that. I'm not going to use that if ever. Probably don't want to be standing in that. Oh. I remember to do that before I hit Blackest Night. Seems that red mages get quite a lot of hate, probably because they can quick cast or dual cast. Yeah, MP management is much harder at 70 than it was up until this point. This will be the final boss. Oh no, it's not the final boss. I've only had one. This is boss 2. Oh, I see. He's a Clockwork Warrior. They're quite weak. So you don't want to be casting Blackest Night when they're turning away to fight somebody else. To get him before he explodes. A lot of bard gear. Tengu. Probably move Blood Weapon off here and put it somewhere else since I don't use it in dungeons. Ooh, please. There's only way I can pull those individually. Oh shit, where'd you come from? Whew. Yeah, that was poor play on my part there. Run out of MP. Gotta get used to using Delirium properly. Final boss. Ow, click. What? Oh god, of course. Why does he have a little trapdoor to come in on? Yosh! Ha. I see, you just have to run around. Oh, that's cool. I like that. But ooh, butterflies! Cool. Huh. He just fucks off. Huh. It's a fun fight. Loot. Cool. And that should unlock the expert roulette for me. How do I get back? Whoa. Good. Hi. Oh, hello. I like your outfit. Oh. Uncle Lolorito. No. That is true. Oh. So she can be a setup for future dungeon quests, if necessary. As long as she isn't like constantly kidnapped, because that would be a bit tedious. So does that? Yeah, that unlocks the duty roulette. Cool. $293. Were the Rowena slot only in Valga's Reach, or is there a set of them here as well? Peddler of Peculiars. Are the tombstone vendors only in Valga's Reach? Right, so I have to go there for the case I shall set my home point in Valga's Reach, since it sounds like we'll be coming back here a lot. Right, so it's 500 for a weapon, which realistically needs to be our first point of call. Even if it does look a little... those ears. It does look a little bit dumb. So we need 110. What's the paladin stuff look like? Right, back in a bit. Right, so you get 80 for completing a dungeon, plus 80 for Duty Village Expert. So this should be enough to get a big ass weapon. So which one's it going to be? It's going to be the temple. And maybe... Any first timers? No. No first timer bonus. Let's see how OP Astrologian is. I want all the aggro on this inanimate object. This will actually be, it's a lot easier to hold aggro with a better weapon, so definitely best to get that first. Yeah, see, they've all got better weapons than me. Strongly suspect they're going to have to do something about the amount of threat that Samurai puts out. Or alternatively, you know, the DPS will actually have to use the threat redirecting ability. Cool. Right. Caught by that. Got one of those. Just see that red rage vaulting back into the trap. Surprised he hasn't managed to do so. Right, there. I honestly don't know why I bother marking mobs. Yeah, seriously, why do I even bother? Right, let's see if I can remember how to do this properly. I love it when people don't actually pay attention to the names. That was a nasty combo. I like that the Blackblood things don't break your combo. Hit that. Right, monkey time. deal with this one separately. The overwhelming sense of dread has gone. We certainly did. Ooh. Just clip the edge of it. I was going to say, why doesn't it for everybody use? Alright. You can get a doll of the guy. Right. That will be. Where am I? $50. Wow, that looks terrible and dying. In fact, it just looks terrible. I don't like the look of that at all. Glamour Prism Smithing. Right, you should have all of my... Oh. Your inventory is full. Just generally speaking, of tat. Right. I am going to go and spend some time sorting out as much of my inventory as I can. I'm not going to do this on stream because that would be bloody boring. And as this is supposed to be quote unquote for posterity, there's nothing particularly exciting about watching that. So, for now, toodle pip.